You've got to make this Japanese souffle cheesecake. It's jiggly, airy, and a cross between a custardy flan and a light and airy souffle with the remarkable creaminess of a cheesecake. Also, it's ridiculously easy to make. Let's begin. You want to first preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Here in a microwave safe glass bowl, I have taken some room temperature cream cheese, some salted butter, and some full fat milk. And I am going to pop this in the microwave at about 20-second intervals until it has melted really well and combined beautifully into a velvety glossy mix. In the beginning, it may not look like much, but don't worry, we are going to keep heating this at 20-second intervals. I would recommend going at these slow intervals and not heating everything in one go. So I have mixed it with my spatula and popped it back in the microwave for another 20-second burst. And now I'm taking my whisk and just mixing it all together. The initial lumpy mess integrates into a smooth velvety glossy mix like so. You can also do this on a stovetop. That is what your mix should look like. And now into this I am going to add some room temperature sour cream. I think if you're making any kind of cheesecake, cream cheese and sour cream go hand in hand, and so how could I not add this beautiful ingredient in our Japanese souffle cheesecake as well. So I'll add in the room temperature sour cream as well, and then I will flavor it with some vanilla, and I will use my whisk again to just combine everything together. And now into this we will add 4 egg yolks, and the whites are separate. We'll be whipping them a little bit later. So I'll add the yolks right now and I'll whisk it with a gentle hand so that it can break down and combine with the cheesecake batter. Now I'll sift in some all-purpose flour or plain flour and some corn flour or corn starch, and I'll sift it in, and then with a gentle hand again, I'm just going to whisk it very gently. The goal is to simply bring everything together. You want to ensure that the dry ingredients don't leave behind any lumps. It should be a well integrated cheesecake batter like so. Now that it has come together, I'll keep this aside and we'll start working on our egg whites, which is what gives this jiggly Japanese souffle cheesecake its souffle effect, and that jiggle and the lightness and the airiness. So in 4 egg whites, I have added some salt, and then on the lowest speed setting first, I will mix it for 3 minutes. This helps wake your egg whites up. You don't want to go in with a high speed in the first instance itself. Just gently wake it up and you'll see that it starts to foam and increases dramatically in volume. After 3 minutes, you will increase your speed to medium and you will set a timer for 3 more minutes, and during this time you'll start adding the sugar a little at a time and mix well in between each addition. So you'll be whipping the egg whites for a total of 6 minutes. The first 3 minutes is on low speed and then the next 3 minutes is on a medium speed. And once you increase the speed to medium, you'll start adding the sugar a little at a time until it's well incorporated. And at the end of these 6 minutes, you will notice that your egg whites have developed these beautiful soft peaks. We do not want stiff peaks on these egg whites. So as you lift your beaters, the peak gently folds over, and that is perfect. Now we'll start adding a little of the egg white at a time into our cheesecake batter, and again using the whisk we will just mix it so that it gets incorporated into the batter. The goal of whisking here is to not aerate the batter or to overwork the dry ingredients which are in this batter, but just to help mix everything together so it's lump free. So for this recipe, every time you whisk, you are simply doing so to incorporate the ingredients gently. So you'll add the egg whites a little at a time and gently whisk it and combine it. Do not overwork the batter. You can also fold it in gently like so, but you will notice that the egg whites have a few lumpy bits in there which can be disintegrated with a whisk. I'm going to pour this cheesecake batter into a 6-inch fixed bottom cake tin which is greased really well, and I've lined with parchment paper along the sides as well as on the bottom. I will place this cake tin inside of an 8-inch square tin because I'll be using a water bath. I'll use a wooden skewer or a toothpick to swirl it around in the cheesecake batter to get rid of any air pockets, and I will also gently tap it against the work surface, and you'll notice that a few bubbles start to pop along the surface, which is exactly what we want. and I will be placing this in the oven and baking it first for 25 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. As soon as I place the tin in the oven, and I'll create the water bath by pouring in some boiling water, which helps gently bake the cheesecake. The first 25 minutes at 180°C helps give the cheesecake its rise and a beautiful golden brown color on the surface. Then we lower the temperature to 110 degrees Celsius and we bake it for another 1 hour, and that helps gently cook the cheesecake. After the hour is up, I will crack open the oven door by placing a wooden skewer or spoon in there and gently wait till it comes down to room temperature. You can have it at room temperature or the next day. I prefer the next day because the flavors develop really well. I'll invert it onto a plate, I'll peel off the parchment paper, and I will serve the cottony soft Japanese souffle cheesecake. You can have it on the same day at room temperature, or you can let it rest in the refrigerator overnight and then bring it to room temperature and have it. I prefer doing it this way because the flavors develop really well. You can serve it with some fresh berries and dust it with some icing sugar or confectioner's sugar. This is one of the most unique cheesecake textures that I have ever tasted. It almost feels like biting into a slice of custardy flan, which somehow also tastes like vanilla flavored airy light souffle, and all of this is tied together with the lush velvety creaminess of cream cheese. This cheesecake stands true to its name. It truly is a cottony soft souffle cheesecake. Now, if you're in the mood for a thicker, creamier cousin of this Japanese souffle cheesecake, you should check out my dreamy, creamy lemon cheesecake recipe that you see on the screen. Enjoy and happy baking!